Pull up a chair by the fire. This is Story Night on the Manlihood Mancast.
Hey, welcome to the Manlihood Mancast. This is Story Night. I'm Josh Hatcher, and the story that we've got for you today is about a time, I'm going to say I was about 8th grade, and I had been bullied really bad throughout pretty much all of elementary school and up through middle school. And it was rough. It was really rough for me, the stuff that I had to endure. It was students and teachers alike, and not all my teachers were bad, not all the students were bad, but I really did have a really rough go with some of the stuff I had to endure and go through. And I had to fight a lot. This was back in the days when there was not a zero tolerance policy about violence in school, which meant that if someone picked on you, you could defend yourself. And, you know, honestly, what happened is our schools have made this policy now where kids aren't able to stand up to a bully. They're considered a bully if they do. That's a problem. But that's another whole blog post and video for another whole day. So we're going to talk about this story. There was a group of football players that had been making fun of me hard. Just ragging me all the time. And my dad told me, don't let words get you. They're going to call you names. They're going to say stuff about you. Don't let that get you. There's certain things you can't tolerate, and one of them should be don't let them say anything about your mama. So these boys were calling me a band fag over and over and over again because I was in the marching band and not on the football team. And it just was so old. I had had enough of it, and I wanted to fight. I was ready. And then one of them, I don't even remember his name, but he mouthed off and said something about mom because he knew. They all knew what buttons to push to get me mad enough to fight because they all wanted to see it. They wanted to see me mad because my face would get red and I would come at him and they would all laugh. And I think he thought that if I came at him, the whole group of football players would have his back. So I was on the stairs at the school. I was on an upper level of stairs. There's maybe 6 or 7 stairs, then another landing, and then another 6 or 7 stairs. Here's this group of 8 or 9 football players on the landing, and I'm up here. And he says it about my mom, and I go running, and I jumped off that top step with my fist in the air, and I came down hard. My feet hadn't hit the ground yet, and all of my weight on my fist hit him in the jaw. And I saw his eyes roll back, and he was going down. And as he was going down, the other players caught him, and he kind of came to before he hit the ground. So he definitely knocked out. But before he hit the ground, he woke up. And, he got back on his feet. And I went into fighting stance, and I was prepared to take on every last one of them. I was so mad. I just had had enough. They had teased me. They had bullied me. They had pushed me around long enough. And now they said something about my mama. I was going to go. I didn't care. You could kill me because I didn't care anymore. I was ready to go. And so I'm kind of circling and looking back and forth. And next thing you know, I don't even know when it happened because it happened so fast. They were gone. They scattered like roaches, all of them gone. And I'm just standing there alone on the landing, ready to fight, and there wasn't anybody there. That's interesting. So I went back to my band practice, and a little while later, my dad came to pick me up. He worked shift work, and so he got off of his shift at the plant, at the glass factory, and came to the school to pick me up, and then we went home. And he said, hey, did you get in a fight tonight? Yeah. How'd you know? Who'd you get in a fight with? And I told him the kid's name. He goes, that's my boss's kid, right? No, I didn't know that. I said, did you get in trouble? And he said, no, my boss said if my kid made your kid mad enough to get punched in the face, he probably deserved it. And so I didn't get in trouble. I don't think that kid ever messed with me again, and honestly, a lot of those football players never messed with me again after that, to be completely honest with you, which is awesome. And actually, to be honest with you, after that, a lot of those football players actually had my back if I needed them going forward, which was awesome. I don't think we had any issues after that with that particular group of guys, which is pretty cool. So my lesson here today, guys, is if you have to fight, go big or go home. If you have to fight, you fight to win, and you just go all in. And the other lesson is your dad's always going to find out. All right, we'll see you guys.
Thanks for listening to the Manlihood Mancast. Please help us out with a like, comment, share, and subscribe. check us out at manlihood.com.